Hey friends, welcome into my channel. My name's Jackie Alves, and today I'm coming to you, of course, from my beautiful makeup studio in Arizona where I live. It's called the Beauty Bar for obvious reasons. And today I'm going to be showing you a super cool, in-depth eyeshadow tutorial. I'm going to show you how to really smoke out your eyes, apply a false lash, do a wing liner if you like. It's going to be incredible, so hang with me, and here we go. Right now, what I'm gonna start off with is just prepping my eyelids. I've already got on primer, foundation, powder, contour, blush, and now I'm headed over into some eyeshadow because I like to create that beautiful base first. I know a lot of people will do their eyes first and then go in with the rest, but I really don't like to cut and carve in with my foundation once I've got the eyeshadow completed. I like to get the primer, foundation, and powder all on the eyelids first, all over my brow area, everywhere, and then get that eyeshadow on top. It just creates a more full effect, and it helps your product last longer without having to use eyeshadow primer and this thing and that. Just do your primer, foundation, and powder on your whole face, including your eyelids. But I also leave out under my eyes a little bit. I try not to cake that product under there, because if I get fallout from my eyeshadow, then I don't have a bunch all in concealer and everything. I actually will clean it up later with concealer. You guys will love that trick. So let's get started with my Beauty Bar Signature Soft Glam Palette. This is just a product that I created, a palette I made for my students here. I have a Makeup Artist Academy, and I teach and train makeup artists. I certify them here. But so we just have little products that we use here for them. But this can easily be found, something like this. It can be a great like color pop palette with the 9 pans in it or something. You know, it doesn't have to be spendy. It could be very affordable, and you can find it anywhere. But what we're gonna focus on really is not even the shades that I'm choosing. We're gonna focus on the technique and method that I'm using, because I want you to be able to reproduce this with purple, sticking green, if that's what you wanna do, like whatever. You guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I sure appreciate those of you that have. But if you've already been watching me for any amount of time, you know that I've been a makeup artist for over 30 years. So you can trust the techniques and the methods I'm gonna show you today, and understand it's not just about what's trending, it's about what's gonna look good on your face. If you like this style, slap it on your own face and wear it. And remember, there's no stinking rules in makeup, my friends. None whatsoever. None. So welcome to the channel of no rules. So I'm gonna go in with this light cream color. I'm just gonna apply it on my whole eye. I've already got the primer, foundation, powder on my eyelids, so that's acting as a base already. But I'm gonna use this light shade because I typically will base my eyeshadow looks with something like this anyway. Now, if you have medium to deep skin, just do something that matches your skin a little bit. So it's just acting as a base. So it's a little bit lighter than my skin because I do want it to brighten a little bit. Now, I'm not doing a full intense smoky eye that will be dark all the way across. I'm gonna leave it a little bit lighter in the inner area just because of a hooded lid. You can see massive hood-orama, hood from hell, if you will. Just hood. So I want to actually add depth here and leave it lighter and brighter here. That's gonna kind of offset the hooded effect and really open up my eyes quite a bit more. Yeah. So I'm now gonna go in with pink and put it right here in the crease. Now again, you can do this with plum, with brown, whatever you like, but I'm gonna start with pink. I'm gonna actually use a couple different shades. So what you'll want to do is choose your 3 or 4 shades that you want to use based on light, medium, and dark. You know, you may have 2 mediums, it's fine. But we started with the lightest one. Now we're applying a medium shade, and I want you to bring it up higher than you think towards your brow, okay? Now, this is going to be much smokier and much deeper than I normally do eyeshadow looks. I just want to do a little bit of pink in here for the transition up to the brow. It's actually really pretty. Like, if I wanted to put on mascara and go like this, I could, you guys. So you can see it's a little building process. Now, these are also matte shades that I'm working with. You can go back later and use shimmer if you want. Don't let anybody tell you, oh my God, you're over 50, you shouldn't wear shimmer. I don't know who these people are. And if that's you, I'm sorry. I don't mean to insult you, but don't base shimmer on your age. Just know where to put it, that's all. And that should be anybody, regardless of age. If you have crow's feet, wrinkles, crepey skin, don't put a lot of shimmer on that area. Just know where to use the products so they will accent your beautiful features. That's all. You can tell I'm kind of in a mood today for you to not try to boss me around. Somebody call my husband and warn him, because I'll be going home soon. He needs to know. I mean, good Lord, not that he'd ever try to boss me around. He knows. He knows. So now I'm gonna take this kind of camel shade. I don't know what the shades are. I didn't name the shades when I created this cute little palette. Camel it is. Now I'm going to add a bit in there because it's going to just deepen the pink a little bit. You don't have to add 2 shades if you don't want to. If you just like the second shade, just leave it. Now, I just want you to remember, come up further towards your brow and out further than you think, because everybody's like doing these little tiny, and they're like, oh, you know, it's my hooded lid, you can't see my eyeshadow. Make it so you can see it. Bring it higher. Get in there. All right. And I'm just getting crazy now. I need to just stop it. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a smaller eyeshadow brush, beautiful brush by Sigma Beauty. This is the, oh, let me see if I can even see it. This is the E64, this is a sweeper. This is called a sweeper brush. I stinking love this one just because it's kind of thin. So I can really get in and do what I'm going to show you right now with this deeper kind of chocolate brown. And I'm going to go right here. Very similar to like an everyday regular eyeshadow that I do, but I'm going to show you a couple of quick extra steps with it. So I'm just bringing it into the crease a little bit and down to the lashes. And I'm fading it over toward my nose a little bit by little bit. But still bringing it up into the crease. I'm gonna bring it over some more. Much further than I normally do. Normally I just will accent that outer corner, but I'm bringing in some depth. And see, I just keep doing a little bit of a like patting motion. And you can see that's getting pretty deep now because I'm bringing it over. But still a slight fade as it goes toward my nose. Now you can see it's ending pretty abruptly right there. So I'm just gonna make sure it's blended out because I don't want it to disappear in my crease and then I'm gonna cry about it. I want it to come up just a little bit because I'm giving the illusion that my crease comes higher so that it doesn't look so hooded. If you have to open your eye for this part, go right ahead, because then you can see where you need to put it. Sometimes you close it, you do the eyeshadow, you open it, disappears. So maybe just keep your eye open and bring it up higher. Now, if it starts to get a little bit splotchy on you at this point, that's okay, because we can go back and blend with that other brush. But I want you to see that I'm not just coming down with the shape of my eye. I'm bringing it up, so it's gonna slant my eye up a little bit more rather than allowing it to be like a sad eye. I'm giving the illusion that it's coming up by bringing my crease, my imaginary crease that I'm creating, I'm just bringing it up a little higher. So in essence, this brown eyeshadow is coming up like this. Check this out. So it's just creating a shadow to come up and out. All right, I'm gonna hop over to the other side and then I'll come and do a little bit more blending on this with that other brush. So grabbing that dark chocolate brown again, I'm coming close to you. I just felt like serenading you apparently. Speaking of serenade, I was listening to some 80s music, of course, when I was putting all my products together to do a tutorial for you just now. So I had the 80s music on, and Don't You Forget About Me came on, right? And that song always, speaking of being serenaded, takes me back to when I was in high school. And my boyfriend back in the day loved to sing to me as if he were sexy. So he was like super mod, like you guys remember those dudes with skinny ties, or even like a bolero tie or whatever that thing was called. And he would wear like the cool jacket. He was so 80s, you guys, his hair was in a wave. And I remember he was like standing outside of the school, and he had this song on a radio of his car, and he was singing to me, and he was like this, don't you, and he looked at me, forget about me. And I was like, oh my God, he's so fine. He's a fox. And now I think about it, I'm like, what a nerd. What a total nerd. Oh, but I loved him so much. It's funny how priorities change, because you guys know Mr. Alves is like a super nerd, but in such a hot way. All right, so back to the eyeshadow. Bringing it over like the other side. I'm gonna come in so you could see better. And if you guys are like me, you don't really see what I'm doing anyway. I'm kidding. I can't see very good at all anymore, you guys. It's so funny. Okay, now check me out. Look at all this horrible fallout under here. That's why I go back and do concealer later. I told you I have a makeup academy here, so of course I have all the young aspiring makeup artists here. And you know, they watch too much TikTok and Instagram videos. They don't even know what regular makeup is anymore. And they're like, when are we gonna do concealer? When? And they wanna put all the stripes on straight out the gate. And I'm like, it comes later. And they're like, you know, are we there yet? Are we there yet with the concealer? It comes later.
Are we there yet?
No.
Are we there yet?
No.
Are we there yet?
No.
So finally, when we get to the concealer part, which is after eyeshadow, and they do it and they use it to clean up the eyeshadow, they're like, oh my God, she's brilliant. All of a sudden, I'm like the Gandhi of makeup. It's so funny. I'm like, all of a sudden, you know, they trust me when they see that. And I keep telling them, trust the process, which by the way, I want you guys to trust the process, because this looks horrible right now. So if you're gonna attempt this on your own face, give yourself some grace, because you need to trust the process. Okay, now it's just fading over toward my nose, just like the other side. But you can see it's still a little bit lighter on the inner corner. Now I'm gonna start working on this. Open my eye and start bringing that crease up higher. You don't have to open your eye, but it sure does help me to see how high this deeper shade needs to go. Gonna add a little bit more. And just like when I did like a plum smoky eye a few months ago, it looked horrible in the beginning, you guys, but you really do need to trust it. You gotta trust it. So I'm gonna take that brown one again, the camel. Grab your camel. Said no makeup artist ever. And now I'm just blending. I think I have my right eye a little bit darker, but it's okay. And now just fading up. So a lot of depth here, you guys. I got a lot going on here, but remember, you can do this with any shade you want. I feel like, this one needs to be a little bit darker. Oop, I grabbed the wrong brush, but that's okay. It's the same shape, so it'll be okay. Okay, I think I'm all right with it. I think it's gonna be okay. I'm like, tell me it's gonna be okay, you guys. Tell me. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take some eye cream, not a lightweight eye cream that I love for this one. This one, of course, is the Jafra Royal Revitalize eye cream. It's just, honestly, it's a really lightweight, beautiful eye cream, but I don't wanna use a super heavy moisturizing one right now for this, because I'm gonna sweep away all of the fallout that I have underneath. Yeah, I use eye cream for that. I keep hydration under there every chance I get. So a little bit of eye cream on a flat concealer brush. Now this concealer brush is double-sided. I like it because as a smaller spot I can use on the inner corners. And then this flat, larger side. This is a great concealer brush by Jafra Cosmetics. You guys, my students love this one because you can really get in there and slice your eyeshadow like that. But also it's good for cleanup under the eyes. So a little bit more eye cream. Weird using eye cream to clean up, huh? Mm-hmm, that's right. Tips and tricks with Jackie Alves. My grandpa was so nutty, you guys. He cracked me up. My papa, he would say, I got a tip for you. And then he would say something ridiculous like, don't eat yellow snow. I'd be like, it's not a tip. I already knew that. I didn't need your help. He was such a nut like that. Okay. Slicing it up, and you're like, well, you got to line out your hair now, crazy lady. It's okay, because you just go like this. Because you got some beautiful moist eye cream on there now. Just make sure you get them even. Because, you know, especially like, you know, using right hand or left hand, your angle here might go out, and then this one goes up, and then you're lopsided. That's not the goal. That is not the goal today, Peanut. All right. Okay, that's really pretty. And it's not like massive, like smoky eye deep, you know, it's a lot more depth than I normally wear. Now I'm gonna take another brush, the one I was like, oh crap, I grabbed the wrong brush. Because it's little, you can see. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab some shimmer. Oh my God, shimmer, and she's old. How can she use shimmer? I know. So I'm gonna grab some of this shimmer. This is a really pretty, it looks pink in the palette, but it actually turns kind of like a weird white. But I'm gonna use a little bit on the inner corner here. Just to pop it. I said that all crazy, just to pop it. Yeah. Okay, I like it. I like it a lot. Like it a lot, I do. Okay, pretty. Now you don't have to do the pop. You can bring your darker color all the way over if you want. If you want to go full-blown smoky eye, you want to get jiggy with it. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Getting jiggy with it. Na 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 na. You certainly can. Just bring your liner all the way over, bring your darker shade all the way over, and then you'll have like a full-blown smoky eye. I can't resist the pop of shimmer. I try to go full-blown smoky, and it just doesn't happen that way for me. So I'm gonna go in now with a black eyeliner, but I'm swapping over to, never mind. I just forgot, you guys. Let me get my small smudger brush and do my underneath. I forgot I like to do powder underneath, so let me quickly do that. I'm gonna start with that brown, the lighter one. I totally forgot this. I don't use regular eyeliner underneath. I use the same that I used for eyeshadow. And now I'll take the darker chocolate brown and bring it over. Can't believe I almost forgot that. What a nerd. I was talking about other people being nerdy, and it's actually me. I'm the nerd. Okay, so I brought it about 3/4 of the way over. I don't want to completely close off the eye. Now that lighter brown again is what I start with. And now the darker, the chocolate brown. Oh God, chocolate sounds so good right now. Why can't there be real diet chocolate that doesn't make you sick to your stomach and like feel totally nasty? Just was not meant to be. All right, there's consequences for everything, especially chocolate. Now my black eyeliner, you guys. So this is a gel roll-up liner, and you can use pencil, you can use whatever the heck you like for eyeliner. And if you have a super hooded lid, don't even worry about eyeliner. Don't feel like that's mandatory. But now I'm gonna go, oops, I'm not gonna use it yet. It's up too high. I would have broken that little sucker. Okay, now I'm gonna start on my outer corner. Now you guys know when I do eyeliner and I start on the outer corner, I start with a little point and it fades toward my nose, so it disappears about halfway over. And I make a little point. And that, my friend, is what I call the fat triangle technique. Yeah, because it's a fat triangle right here. I've had a lot of friends who watch us here that are subscribers that are having some really good luck with that triangle technique. Some are like, I haven't mastered it, but I'm not gonna give up. But some are having some really great luck with it. So you can see it's really just a fat triangle. Now, if you're not good at it, don't do it, it's okay. But it might be helpful. And it might just need a little practice. Now look, I pointed it out a little bit more than I normally do. I made a little bit of a wing. Don't feel obligated to do that part. I'm gonna bring it over further than normal because again, I'm doing a pretty deep eye look today. So I'm actually really tiny, bringing it all the way over to the inner corner. Unusual for me, I know. Don't freak out. All right. I feel like it's really bumpy and I didn't get it even, but ask me if I care because I trust the process. Okay, other eye. That's another reason I'm not panicking about the eyeshadow being a little sloppy, because the eyeliner really brings it together. And then I'm gonna put a false lash and you wouldn't know the difference if I completely screwed it up or not. The false lash is like the saver of all things. It saves all the makeup looks. I said saver instead of savior. Well, even if I do love eyelashes, I couldn't call eyelashes a savior. I reserve that name for Jesus. You guys know I love me some Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna bring it all the way over. Man, do you have to hold your mouth open too when you do your makeup? You know, it relaxes your facial muscles, so that's one reason it helps. I feel like I'm crossing my eyes, but I'm okay. All right, fat triangle. Now I went in kind of, you know, a little bit more than usual here. Okay, now I want to talk about a wing with you guys real quick. If you're doing it like this and this little flick is sticking out and you're like, I have hooded lids, my liner doesn't show, quit doing your weird little flick. Quit coming all the way down to the end and just making a tiny wing, because it looks normal when you close your eye. Open your eye and look at it. I'm gonna get a little bit of a magnifying mirror. Look at it straight on and go like this. So that you're actually drawing a straight line across. Instead of closing it and it just comes down and disappears. See how high up that's coming? It looks weird until I open my eye. It's like, oh, there's that wing that disappears normally. So keeping your eye open can help, just like when we did the eyeshadow there. Okay. All right, I'm gonna stop messing with it because we need to move along. I wanna show you guys some things, and I don't want it to get too late in the game. I wanna show you the good stuff straight out the gate. Okay, still got eye cream back here. Okay, so now I have done the eyeliner. I wanna grab my concealer brush and clean up just a little bit again. And make sure I didn't get stuff all over the place. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and darken my brows real quick, just using some brow powder. I love this brow powder instead of brow pencil because I have permanent makeup on my brows, you guys know. It's lovely. It's like one of the best beauty decisions I've ever made. But I'm gonna slap a little brow powder on. Any brand is good. It doesn't matter, and don't feel like you have to get an expensive one. You can use a very inexpensive brow powder. But this one's called Cool Brunette for obvious reasons. It matches my hair a little bit better than some of the other ones. But I can't see, I need a better mirror than that. There we go. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put it right on the area that's got the permanent makeup. But I went with a little more drama today with my eye look, so I am going to add to my arch a little bit. Strengthen it up and then drag it out a little bit. All right, there we go. Now soft on the inner corner, because I don't want to have like a brick eyebrow. And if you do too much, don't panic. Just soften it up with a little spoolie. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side and I'll be right back. Okay, I did the other brow, and so I'm back. And you know what I have to say about that. And so I'm back from outer space. You just walked in now to see that sad look upon my face. Okay, I have a liquid concealer here. You can use foundation, you can use cream concealer, you can use whatever the heck you want, girlfriend. I'm gonna use liquid concealer today, just because I like to sometimes, but also because I want to show you that trick with the eye cream again. I already used the eye cream to kind of slice up the eyeshadow, but now I'm going to mix it together, concealer and eye cream, just a little bit with a nice fluffy concealer brush. I already used the flat paddle to really clean up nice, but now I'm going to brighten underneath my eyes and do a pretty decent amount of concealer. I love, love, love to add eye cream to concealer, even for my clients. You guys have been doing makeup, like I said, 30 years, and I have learned some tricks, and it is so helpful to just add a little bit of a lightweight eye cream into your concealer or your foundation if you're putting it underneath your eyes. And just go light. And it really brightens up right here and causes that contoured or highlighted effect. Contour here, highlight the top part, and look at that lift. It's stinking gorgeous. And because I use the eye cream, but also because I use a small amount of concealer, I don't get all that horrible creasing that everybody's always freaking out about. I do get creasing, yeah, because my skin's creasing. I'm 50, it's fine. But it's not like this massive, like, you know, just, it looks like someone just smushed your face up right after you did your makeup. Because I've got a more like lightweight layer on, there's not as much product to crease in the first place. And I'm just slicing it up lightly, so I'm not like pulling really hard at this point, because this is a fluffy concealer brush. I don't even know what brand this is anymore. I think the name has worn off. I got it in an Ipsy bag. It wound up being one of the best fluffy concealer brushes I've ever used. Now I'm doing the sides of my nose a little bit because I always get the stupid glasses marks right there from, obviously from my glasses. Why would I even say that? But whatever. You know what I mean. Don't give me a hard time. I mean, go ahead and give me a hard time. It's fine. It's like some people, I think, live to watch YouTube videos and give people a hard time. So I'm gonna take my blush brush now. It's the same one I had already used before I came on camera, and I'm just back blending my blush a little bit right here, just to kind of bring back the concealer and blush together so it's not such a stark difference. And so my concealer also, I didn't want it to look quite as bright as that. So you can see it just all came right back together. Trusting the old process. I know, it's amazing when we do that. And that looks really pretty. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of mascara real quick. I'm gonna use this Lift and Lengthen Lennie. I've used a few times already on the last couple videos. This is one by Red Aspen. It's a tubing mascara, and at first I had a hard time with it when it was brand new, but after a couple uses, it started to work really well. But I just mostly like that it has a skinny wand. It really helps separate my lashes. I'm not interested in getting a bunch of mascara on right now. I could go back and do a second or third coat of this if I wanted, because it's super buildable. But I really just want to lift and separate the lashes because I'm going to do false lashes. So piling a bunch of mascara on at this point is not a good idea. All right, got the inside, do the bottom. So see, I just did the bottom real quick. I didn't even dip back in. And just a super lightweight layer. I don't want a bunch on because I'm doing a falsie. I'll do the other side and I'll be right back. All right, I have my mascara on, and now I'm gonna go to some falsies. a little bit more mascara than I intended, because that mascara just, after a few uses, like I said, it's almost like it finally like caught its groove, and it really builds up nice. But I just wanted that thin layer. So I'm going to use the Chesca Lashes by Red Aspen. You guys know I have used them a few times recently. I just recently partnered with them so that I could offer you lashes and you could just have a link to click to get them, instead of me saying, you know, they're weird lashes I got on Amazon or whatever. You can actually get this exact lash. So this is the Chesca Lash. The link will be in my description. But these are more of a full lash, but you guys, they're so beautiful and just super, super high quality. But the band is really nice and pliable, flexible. It's easy to work with. So I have really enjoyed working with Red Aspen lashes, even for my clients. They really love them. But I'm gonna pull from the outer corner. You can see these are a flare tip. They get longer on the outer corner, and I really like that for a hooded lid for a dramatic eyeshadow look. I'm gonna pull from the outer corner so I don't destroy the lash. And then I'm gonna just make sure it's bent nice. Take a second for these little extra steps. It will be helpful when it comes to the application process. It won't be so annoying. These little steps really help make it a little bit easier. But I am going to cut off. So that's another reason I don't want you to be afraid of larger lashes. Because I'm gonna cut off like 3 sections, you guys. It really shortens up the lash when you cut from that outer corner. So I'm gonna do that right now. I cut off 2 sections. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it full. Normally I will just use a little half lash just on the outer corner, but I'm going in because this is a deeper, kind of more dramatic look. So I'm gonna use that full band. I still had to cut off 2 sections though. Oh, why did I take this off? Because I need to put glue on now, and you know, I gotta see where I'm putting the glue. And I'm gonna use the Red Aspen Lash Adhesive. It's a pretty good, strong glue. But, you know, you can get this one because I like it a lot, but you know, whatever glue you like. Just don't get the black glue. You guys, that stuff's horrible. I have friends that use it and that's fine, but I've had really bad luck because if you put it in the wrong spot, then you have a black sticky line that's just there living its best life. So not where it belongs. Now, when you get your glue on, make sure you let that stinking glue get tacky. Don't immediately try to slap it on. Don't, and then it doesn't stick. You're just fighting with it. And then you have, as usual, battle eyelash. And you gotta, you know, jump off the ropes like you're in the WWE WrestleMania 5, which was, I think, 35 years ago. That's funny. I actually went to that in Las Vegas. I watched Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage. Okay, plopping these suckers on. I have my lash tweezer and my magnifying mirror. Taking it easy peasy, lemon stinking squeezy. All right, there we go. Now this lash glue stays blue until it dries, which is helpful. Then you can see where it is. There's a lot of lash glues that are like that. It's really helpful. I'm gonna make sure I have it smushed down all the way. The inner corner that is a struggle and a half. There we go. Ooh. Ooh la la. I think it actually just worked and I didn't have a struggle. Praise the Lord. All right, wow. Yeah, buddy. I don't think Mr. Alves knows, but he's taking me to a movie tonight. I don't know why I need lashes to go to a movie, but I look good, so we gotta go somewhere. All right, I'm gonna just look at a different magnifying. Wow, that's so pretty. I love it. Nothing feels better than when you get that dang lash on and then you think you look pretty, because I think I look really pretty. What do you guys think? Let me know. All right, I'm gonna go in and peel off that other lash. I'm gonna slap on my other Chesca lash and I'll be right back. Oh my goodness, you guys. The left lash applied really easy. I thought maybe I was gonna struggle with it just because struggle is real. But it went on really nice. So I love the way this is turning out. I'm gonna show you one more little trick that I absolutely love. So on the inner corner, sometimes it's like the lash band just stops and it's really abrupt and it looks a little bit fake. Now, if yours doesn't, don't worry about it, and congratulations, that's awesome. But if that's something that's bothering you, something you could do that I do on all of my clients here at the Beauty Bar, because I like to close off that lash band, is I will take a really dark shade, maybe not black, but this is almost black. It's called, I think, Peppercorn. And I'm gonna take that slanted brush that I use for my brows, and I'm just going to get a magnifying mirror. I'm gonna get a magnifying mirror, and then I'm going to just put it right here on the inner corner. Let me come close and make sure you could see. So it's almost like I tap a little bit of that eyeshadow, almost like it's eyeliner, but then it closes off and disguises that lash band. And then I tap on the lash band itself just to make sure it's good and secure. And that black powder or dark brown powder, whatever it is, really helps disguise it. So I'm gonna get a little bit on the brush again, make sure I don't squiggle it in there and get too much, it's just a little tap. Right on the inner corner, and then I close my eye and bring it across. Make a weird face, it's necessary. I don't know if I did it right. There we go, now I can see. Oh, and I can see that I need to pluck my eyebrows. That's great. I hate this magnifying mirror. It is so intense. Man, it'll tell me what I ate for breakfast yesterday. I mean, like, I can see into the past and the future with that stupid thing. Good gravy. Okay, I'll come off of that thing. I'm gonna touch up my lipstick really quick because I know I've got a little bit of a mess working because I did lipstick a long time ago. So I'm gonna just use a little bit of my Pink the Perfect Fit. You can use something darker if you want. But when I do an intense eye, I like to do a light lip. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I like to do a light lip all the time. It's just my obsession right now, but you can do whatever color you like. But even for my clients here at the Beauty Bar, most of the time when they've got an intense eyeshadow or they wanted like a smoky eye or something, we opt for a nude lip. So now I'm gonna go ahead and use Cherry Wood, a really beautiful lip liner by Red Aspen that I'm loving. And I'm just gonna shape up the outer like line. Bring it all back together, and I'm going to use that really pale pink lip gloss that I love, again by Red Aspen. It's really beautiful. Super pale pink. Now this shade, I know you're going to want to know because it is really beautiful together on top of that lipstick. This shade is called Dahlia. I always forget that. All right, that is really pretty. Now, once you've bothered to do all of this, don't blast it off with a really intense pump setting spray. Get an aerosol setting spray if you've got like a good intense look, because you want to lightly mist the look. So I'll be right back. Yes. So with this, don't talk while you're spraying. More tips and tricks. Don't spray your setting spray in your mouth. That's a pro tip with Jackie Alves. Get it completely dry though. Put on some snazzy earrings, do your hair, or don't. Like, this is an intense eye. You could slick your hair back if you want and just do like that Robert Palmer severe, might as well face it, you're addicted to love, and just stand there clueless looking while you're playing your guitar. That requires a red lip and a smoky eye though. And it's definitely not the look today. All right, I'm gonna kind of go with this wacky sauce because I like what just happened. And I'm gonna use my Shaper hairspray. I've been using this for decades, literally. I first started doing makeup when I was 17. This was the hairspray that I used. All right, let's do this. You guys check this out. And I have on pink high top Converse that match really well. So I got this whole look working. It's a vibe. And I don't normally use that word and say it's a vibe, but this really is a vibe. Yeah, this is a vibe. You guys, what do you think? Teeth check. You guys, thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope you enjoyed this eyeshadow tutorial, and I hope you know that I love and appreciate you so much. We're gonna be doing some fun things in my members only area the rest of this month and next month, because I'm gonna be going to Las Vegas with my team. So there's gonna be behind the scenes videos in my members only area and things you won't wanna miss. So if you haven't joined yet, check out the members only area. You can join for as little as $2.99 a month, you guys. So check that out. But even if you don't do that, please like and subscribe to my channel. And just know that I appreciate you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye, everyone.